Hey, what it is, you guys? It's your girl Cadillac. I am Cadillac Dixon. I'm the Draw My Life prison wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before all face to black. Yeah, it's your girl Cadillac. So hey guys, I am coming through on the in the wee hours of February 17th. I think it's like almost approaching the 2 o'clock a.m. hour. And your girl is squeezing every moment out of my day. I did work today, and y'all know how I go through it with this little job. Like, let me go. No, I'm not saying I want them to fire me, but God, dog, can I live outside of work? Like, that's it. So today I did get off at a decent hour. So I opened this morning, basically got off around 5. I did drive home kind of like uh shall I say, like, depressed and depressed state, like feeling down. There's levels to depression. So I came home, and instead of being able to stay in that mood quickly, my little nephew, he was like, come on, Kita, let's go around the block. So we went walking. I go walking, check out YouTube videos or whatever of everybody else that I follow on YouTube. And then he was riding his little scooter. Then we got some hot wings, and we watched this crazy movie called Karen. Has anybody seen that movie? Like, I think me and my cuz need to actually review that movie. That movie is crazy, but I don't know if he gonna pay the little $3.99 to be able to see it. But that movie is okay. So it had a tad bit of exaggeration to it so that it could kind of be like funny somewhat. But even though it's kind of ironic funny, these things really happen. Like, people don't, well, they know they affect others' lives because of the isms. Like, the isms can affect an whole person's life, a whole family's life. So just because you don't like the brown skin I'm in, like, you really would deprive me of having my family. And that's exactly what happened, like things that happened in that movie. And they could play out just like that, because I'm a living witness that when they pick you up, no matter what evidence shows, if they say you did it, baby, you did it, because you finna do the time for it. So it's like crazy. It kind of like, it's like you just want to jump into the TV and just be like, that type of movie where you just can't sit there and be quiet. You hollering at the TV. That's what I was doing, girl. And especially there was this one part where the girl, the lead lady, they wanted to have a child. It was this black couple, man and a woman, and the man, because of all the stuff this Karen, their neighbor was a Karen, was doing, she ended up, getting the woman's husband put in jail for over some bogus stuff. Some girl, even though it seemed like this is just Hollywood, this stuff happens. Like, a lot of that stuff that happened in that video happened to myself and my family and my husband. And it can play out really bad, like, baby. But yeah, I think I want to review that movie. I'm still got to review. I guess I'm a Miss Black History Month. I said I wanted to review the Ocoee massacre because that hits very close to home. But I'm kind of running out of time for Black History Month, but you know what, whatever. So if I don't get to that soon, I still will work on it. Um, oh, I'm so excited. It's like, can you, like, do I have any YouTubers on here? Like, do you ever go through, okay, you're working on one story. So me, I don't know how to focus, man. Like, for real. I have too many ideas, and I really desire to act on each and every one of them. Like I am a Gemini. Okay, it's two of us. It's two, girl. But both of us can't do all the ideas that I have in my head. Like, how do you handle that, girl? Like, for real. Okay, so I started my unsung, but then it got to a little area where I wanted to get more like refined with it. So I said I was going to take my little notes before I hit you with, I think it would have been the fifth or the sixth part. That was my 20s and up, which y'all have heard a lot of those stories, but I wanted to go off into more than just, you've heard about the stories involving Marcello and this BS that won't end. But it's other things that happen in my life. You really don't know the full struggle of, okay, leave out the fact of my husband being wrongfully convicted, leave that off. But that struggle that I went through as a young single mother, baby, that was real. That I don't even know how I got through that. I woke up one day and she was grown, and I was like, God, how did I make it? Like, that's that footprints in the sand. Like, how did I get here? But I wanted to focus more on those things so you could really see where I've been through. I've been through a lot, which I know even when I tell people my story, they're like, girl, people go through worse. So I'm like, okay, so it gets worse than what I've went through. So sometimes that makes me feel like, well, maybe what I went through ain't so bad. But I know that that ish was bad. It was bad. I'm going through bad now, like, girl. But I know, I guess it can always get worse. But yeah, that still was bad. And I don't want it to be for nothing. I don't want the pain, the struggle to be for nothing. I want to be able to touch somebody else and let them know that you can get through it. If I got through all of this, like, girl, you can get through it too, like, for real. But my hope is to one day be able to get through it and actually get to that destination where I am happy and I have my family reunited. So I still fight for that day, you know. But yeah, so I started that. Okay. And then I was like, but I want to tell the story of becoming an artist because I want people to understand why this irritates my soul that I have so much talent, but I'm still hitting someone's 9 to 5 clock, which occupies most of my time. And now your girl getting older, so most of my energy. And though I have plans to stay up in the wee hours of the night working on my projects, your girl be going to bed. Like, I want you to know why that aggravates me. Like, for real. It's like a chair that couldn't be a chair. Nobody ever sat on this chair. I'm an artist, but nothing about me says artist. It says restaurant employee. Like, for real. Nothing about me says YouTuber. It says restaurant employee. Nothing about me says graphic designer. It says restaurant employee. Like, girl, what if I was a door that couldn't open? I was a knob that wouldn't turn. Like, that's how I feel. I'm an artist that is not an artist. You know, I'm just so I want y'all to know that struggle, how long I have been, because you know, people always tell you be patient. Baby, I've been patient. I've been patient. 20 years is patient. 30 years is patient. Like, girl, when? Okay, I know. I'ma chill. I'ma chill. I'm gonna wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. I guess I got a few more years in me. But I wanted to tell that story. So I kind of got caught up because once I got to the art form of rapping, baby, I wanted to be detailed in that because I don't get to tell y'all too much about when I was out there doing my rapping career. Because I kind of focus more in on prison life and that all the baggage that comes with that. But I wanted to show some of the other sides of myself, you know. And even if it is not many watching and stuff, because it used to get to me that I make these videos and I used to edit, girl. I used to edit, but girl, I was spending days editing. And baby, I ain't getting no views on that stuff. So I was like, girl, why spend 2 to 3 days? This is like me clocking in doing volunteer work. Like I'm going to work and I'd be like, check it. Like checking your analytics is literally like going to work. You go to work on YouTube, right? And then you're like, oh, maybe today's the day I get paid. Maybe I'll get paid today. Maybe next week I'll get paid. Maybe next, that's how you feel waiting on your channel to finally become something. But if it, I've been on a slow tread. I actually did find a screenshot that said in 2015 I had 16 subscribers. And since then, I'm only to, I just hit 122. So thank you for, I think that was 2 subscribers that I gained. So thank you guys for riding with your girl. You're the real of the real, cause girl. But from 2015 to 2000 and now we are in 22. Girl, that's 7 years. And I'm still only at 122 subscribers. So, been a long road for your girl. But so I wanted to tell that story, like how I have struggled. I feel like I have a gift and the world just doesn't want my gift. It's like you have the most beautifulest diamond in the world, in diamond in the rough, right? Because I'm rough and rugged around the edges. I'm not a refined diamond because it's been too much of the elements beating me down. So I'm a diamond in the rough, but they just don't want it. A diamond nobody wants. Have you ever seen that? A diamond? Like, girl, anybody, somebody want that diamond. No, girl, no. That's what it be feeling like. But yes, I really want everyone to, or whoever will watch it, or even if nobody will watch it, this is like archiving your life. Like, honestly, YouTube is like archiving your life, and you can literally look back and see where you were in previous years, rather than just remembering in your mind. So I wanted to really be detailed in that artist section. So I held off on that. So now, oh my gosh. Now this part is too much. I really, to be honest with you. Okay, so last week I ran across this video of Chelsea Christ. Oh my goodness. This girl was so like gorgeous, beautiful, smart, had that thing been taking a toll on me. I didn't even know who she was. I happened to have seen her because this year I did watch I think it was the no, it wasn't the Miss America because it was people from all over. I think it must have been Miss Universe or something. I don't know. I was, and I'm not a pageant person, but I was watching it and she was co-hosting it or whatever. So I kind of seen her then, but I really honestly did not know who she was. And I did briefly hear the story of her death. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so sad. But sometimes you can kind of understand because people are like, they don't understand why things like this happen. And it's, but I've dealt with depression a long time since a child. It comes, it goes, it comes in levels. And a big part of depression, and honestly, a person that is depressed, they don't, like, just taking myself for instance, um, it's like you just want somebody to actually see you. Like, honestly, my family, they don't want to hear another story about Marcello. They don't want to hear another story about, the starving artist. They don't want to, like, basically, that's you never being able to make your career work or whatever. They don't want to hear another story about it. Matter of fact, when I do try to go to them and talk to them, I find like one family member I have, when I do try to come to them, they basically talk over you. They never will listen to fully what you have to say. They don't, and if they do, they don't hear you. It's like you're saying certain words, but they're translating it in a different way. And for me, I have been everything to everybody I could be around me. I have given, and I have given. And I feel like it became that I was just the person to go to when you need something. Feeling like a lot of people don't truly love or care for me. Like I can count on a half of one hand who I really believe in this life. Family members, not really friends or nothing like that, but family members that actually care about me. Most of them are kind of there like because they know I'm always going to be there for them. They know no matter how they treat me, I'm going to be there for them. They know no matter how they talk to me or what they do to me, you can come back to me. They don't apologize to me. They will never apologize. They'll never admit that they were wrong, but they know no matter what how I can just start up a conversation with Keita, and Keita's going to accept me back and forgive me. I'm going to forgive you. I have forgiven the person that stole my identity. I have forgiven. I realized I had to forgive the judge in Marcello's case. I have to forgive that stupid lawyer that basically tore my family up. And I also have to forgive the doctor that negligence led to my mother's death. Like I realize I just have to forget. I can't harbor anything for you. Like, but when people do me wrong, and that causes a person to constantly do you wrong because they know you're so forgiving. They know you're going to look past everything. And then what they always want to tell you is life is too short. Life is too short. Yeah, but life is too short for me to continue to allow you to hurt me and do things to me that I tell you. And I honestly, I wouldn't say it. Like when people hurt my feelings, I wouldn't say nothing. It would really literally hurt my feelings. And I'm like, no, that's kind of petty to say anything. I'll just keep it to myself. I'm going to be the bigger person. I've always been the bigger person in every situation. But I kind of got to the point where I got tired of it. Like, you're really hurting me. You hurt my feelings. You make me feel like you don't really care about me. You really make me feel like you only call me when you need something. Like, honestly. And I started speaking up and saying it. And I had never spoke up and said how I truly feel. Like, I can honestly be ready to snap, basically, and you would never know it. But people have done some things to me. And I don't have a supportive family. I've never had a support system. So I've went through a lot of depression. A lot of things in my life I probably would have achieved, if I had a support system. But by it just being basically Keita and whatever is going on in Keita's head, I'm my own support system. And I always had to find my own way. No, it takes me longer, but I have dealt with so much depression. So I started basically like journaling about my depression. Okay, I know I've went through so much depression, but where is it coming from? And I listed each type of depression I have that I have. I have artist depression. I really looked that up and researched that. I didn't realize that there is a depression in artists because, well, I'll get into the reasons why. I have depression from pain, constant pain, injuries, hurting every day. I'm hurting now. My mouth hurts. This hurts. This is all tight, and it feels like every day you wake up, you're going to have pain. Like, the sun came up, you're going to be in pain. Now, is it going to be bearable pain? Is it going to be irritating pain? Is it going to be, I just can't, like, and still have to go to work in pain. Like, I literally work and work causes me more pain. That's why I so desire to do what comes easy to me, but that doesn't work. So I have to work and be in pain. I have depression that comes from this prison wife life. That's a very dark, depressing life. And I've been in many multiple prison wife communities where many of the women they just want to give up. It feels honestly, you are doing the time with him. You can't fully live until he comes home if you're with him. Like a part of you is in that prison. And my husband is wrongfully convicted, but I darn sure am wrongfully convicted because I ain't did nothing to deserve this. But yet I lived this sentence. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. I'm running out of time. The thing is flashing. But anyways, here's see your girl Cadillac